Hello, everyone. This is Life Issue. This is Blessing. Thank you so much for coming to our live show today. Now, if you have not joined our YouTube channel or you've not joined our Facebook group, please help us. Just join us, okay? Just join us. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we are everywhere. And we talk about life issue, family issue, and we try to discuss issue that relate to to our essence and being as humans, okay? Especially parenting. And now today's topic is about financial responsibility at home. All right, so last week I made a video about marriage and I talked about the origin of marriage and how everything started. When I finished that video, someone sent me, hello, hi. Well, I already have my panelists here. Hi, hello. So so last week here, I did a video. I'm gonna mute everybody's mic now. Last week I did a video about marriage and the fact that people should marry and the fact that marriage shouldn't be, elaborate and you shouldn't just, wait until you have the whole money to get married. So after I did that video, a young boy sent me a message and he was like, he really wants to get married, but his fear is that the fact that the responsibility of being the only person, taking care of the home, in his mind, he was like, okay, he will marry, he will take care of his wife, he will take care of his children, he will provide food, he will, when the guy listed the responsibility on his head, when the guy listed the responsibility on his head and why he's afraid to marry, it got me thinking. I was like, okay, should I talk about, financial responsibility at home? Because that is one of the reasons why some young boys are afraid to marry. It's not just about the wedding day, it's about after the marriage. You have a woman that you have to take care of, you have two kids. Oh, somebody keeps putting, Aruba, stop putting your mic on. I'm putting you off. I'll let you talk later. I'm still trying to introduce the topic. All right. So the guy was like, Nigerian girls or African girls, yeah, for them, marriage is like a ticket. Okay. So when they marry, it's like as if like a man is supposed to like, take care of them, do everything for them. Even when they are working, they don't want to help in the home. And I want to talk about this issue because really it is wrong for us, to, as a society, to want women emancipation. We want the women to have a voice in the home. We want the women to be, liberated. We want the women to have a say in the home. But when it comes to financial responsibility at home, we want the men to die on top of it. Let me, I don't know what you guys think about it, but I'm going to allow some of my panelists to talk and let's see what they have to say. All right, Bess, hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah,
I'm going
good
to allow
evening.
you to talk first. Yeah. So as somebody is concerned, he's a young guy. He wants to marry, but he's afraid of the fact that if he marries, he's going to be the one doing everything in the house, food, oh, taking care of the woman, oh, paying school fees, oh. And I'm like, is financial responsibility only for the man to bear in the house? What do you think?
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to say a very good evening to everybody watching us live from all over the world. I want to say a very good evening also to you and to every member of Life Issue. Straight up to the issue of discussion. To be sincere, the issue of financial responsibility in the family has caused so many damages in some homes, and it has also made separated most homes if not handled well. Now, to be candid about it, by the power bestowed on the man in the family, yes, it is to be said that the man should take financial responsibilities. Unquote. I stand to be corrected. Now, the woman, they say that the woman in the Bible. You always call me a pastor, so I always refer to the Bible. So, in the Bible, you see that God said Adam should be the one. Adam should take care of the animals in the garden, and also every other thing in the garden, thereby giving him that responsibility. If it is to be said that the animals need feed, as as our today, that animals need feed, you need to go to the farm and cut some grasses for the goats to eat, and so on and so forth. It is the man's responsibility. And now you narrow it down to the family. You now see that in some homes, it is to be said that the man is the one doing the struggle and suffering on the husband in the house, thereby leaving the man to do everything. As most of the times, the women fail to go to work to do something, if not of our 21st century women that have decided to go and look fend for money and not only depending on the husband. It is to be said that the man is is 80% in charge of the financial responsibilities. And if you look at it critically, any man that is not up doing in the family without fulfilling his financial obligations in the family, you see that little or in no way the woman start losing respect for the man. That is the reason my father, Reverend Ambassador Wisdom Maduko, would always say,
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
okay,
So
okay,
is marriage about money? Because when I did the show last week, I was talking about the fact that marriage has evolved, okay, and the fact that in the olden days it was about all about what can I get out of this. It wasn't about love. But recently, in our recent days, we talk about love. Do you understand? If you love a man, if you love a man, yeah, does it matter if you are working and and a woman and you are working and you're earning money? Should your husband be the one doing everything in the house? Do you understand? And if you
yes,
are a woman, if you love your husband, this man goes to work, he comes back, he's tired, and if you can do something, wouldn't you want to help out in the home to get, even if it's money for food or money for your own pad? Why would you leave a man to do everything? Yet we talk about women liberator, liberation, women emancipation. Why will a man be the only person doing that in the house? Coming. You can talk. Hello? Hello? Oh, I think he's gone. Oh dear, I think he's gone. Okay, so we had what he just said. I think he's gone. I don't know. I think he's gone, he's gone off. Oh, we just had what he just said. I think it is totally wrong for any society in this century to think that a man responsibility is to go to work, bring the money, take care of the home, do everything. The question is, as a woman, you are supposed to be a helpmate for the man. Okay, we talk about the fact about side chick, yellow chick, and all those mistresses and everything. If we look at the institution called marriage, how it was in the past, and even in the Bible days, David had many concubines because the women were just at home, just taking money, eating money, answering themselves odoziako, or their just wife being at home eating money. But we have moved out from there and we're saying that those things should not be happening. We're saying that we have a voice. We want our home. We want, to have a home where our husband is our husband. But how can we want that, but we don't want to help out in the home? I'm just, when the young man asked, send me that message, I was like, you know what? I want to bring it here for us to discuss. Okay. Now, I hope some of my panelists will come in. But for me personally, I'm going to give my own opinion about this topic here. I don't think that a man should be the only person financially taking responsibility of things at home. I also don't think a woman who calls herself, a mother or somebody who's supposed to be a virtuous woman, even the Bible says that you cannot be at home. You cannot be a stay-at-home mom. You cannot just be in the house not doing anything. Even if it means to go and sell akara or sell buns, you have to be doing something. There's so many avenues, there's so many things to be done that you cannot afford to just stay in the house. Just the man will go. I mean, I call it, to me, it's wickedness. It's wickedness. This man is somebody's child. This man grew up from a home. And this man married you for you to be a helpmate. Now, unless you want the insult of being a tip madam and you are in the house, the man goes out, he gives you the money. When you want pad, he gives you. When you want lipstick, he gives you money. He gives you money for bra and pants. But don't you have any dignity? And what gets me upset sometimes is you see people who are graduates. You've gone to school, you've been through life, you know things. Even some people who were working, you are working before, then you marry. Some women has gone as far as they are even making money. That they are actually working in a bank and they are making money and they are hiding the money from the home. And I'm like, is that not witchcraft? Is that not? Are you really married? Do you really want your marriage to last, or do you want to suffer this man for the rest of his life? What is wrong with helping your husband or helping the person who you are destined to spend the rest of your life with? Why will any man, have that responsibility of doing everything in the house? I mean, for me personally, I don't think it's supposed to be an issue. And if it's something that both of you need to talk about before the marriage, I think you need to talk about it. Now, who's coming on? Victor is coming on. Let me see what Victor has to say about this because, hi, Victor, how are you? Hello.
Hi.
All right. Let me give you the
Hi. Can you
background.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well. All right. You're a man, yeah? When you marry,
Okay.
when you marry, what do you expect from your wife when it comes to taking care of the home? Are you the only one to do everything, or do you want her to help? Hello? Hello, Victor? Oh my God, network again. Hello, Victor, can you hear me? Hello, Victor, can you hear me? All right. Okay, it's like people that are calling in and they're not hearing me, and I don't know why. I'm gonna take them out, just kick them out and see if they'll join back again. I mean, it's really I'm gonna talk to women out there. I mean, I'm a mother. I mean, I work and I'm married. I don't think I want my husband to just work and work and work and work and work and work and work. I'm not helping in the house. I mean, there are things that I expect, when I, if there's food in the house, there should be food in the house. I mean, a man should always know, to take care of, make sure that there's food in the house. But I should also, if I'm going somewhere, or if there's no food in the house and my husband is not there, I should be able to provide food in the house because I am working. Do you understand? You don't leave everything to the man. I don't think it's right. Hi, Victor. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening.
Good evening. All right. What do you want to say about this topic?
I'm just coming in now, and I didn't get the question you asked earlier on. Can you
Okay,
come
I
again,
was
please?
saying, yeah. So a young guy is, after our last week topic about marriage, yeah. So a young guy
Okay.
said that his fear about marriage is not about the traditional marriage or every of those things. That his fear is a responsibility that most African women, especially Nigeria, they leave everything for the men to do. And what I'm saying is, this is wrong. If women are talking about women's rights, if they're talking about the Geneva Convention, why will you leave everything in the house for the man to do? I don't get it. So what do you, and you're a man, what do you have to say about this?
Um, all I'll say is, to me, it should be a two-way thing. Like, saying it is right for a man to take responsibility of like the whole stuff, that is to take charge of the family, only comes, let's say, if the woman have nothing to do. Like, this topic is something I would say, it's a very, very interesting topic, something that a lot of people have misunderstood. And from my own perspective and my own little research I made, I come to like see that most of these stuffs we are getting from the Bible. Like,
Okay.
we can't talk about responsibilities without tracing it back to the Bible. And a lot of persons have been having so many, how am I going to put this? They've been having so many um, misconception about responsibilities in marriage. Like,
Oh, okay, wait. You're talking about the Bible. Have you read about the virtuous woman? The Bible talks
yes,
about
yes,
the virtuous woman who actually sells her wares in the gates, yeah, of the city. A woman
yes.
that brings money to her home, who makes sure that her husband is clothed. So if you're talking about the Bible, the virtuous woman is supposed to be an entrepreneur. She's supposed to be industrious. And also, when she makes that money, she brings it home to take care of her home. While her husband watches the city and is in the gathering of men. So it's not Bible at all. I think
Uh,
the
uh,
point, yeah.
that is the point I'm trying to make. Is I want to correct an impression. Like, when I was going through the Bible, I came across a verse in First Timothy chapter 5 verse 8 that said, "But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, that he had denied the faith and is worse than an infidel." And I have been listening to lots of messages from pastors and a lot of people that have been saying that it's the responsibility of the man to provide for the home. And using this scripture I read earlier on. And the effect of this message is that generations after generations, ladies have like come to see themselves as the responsibility of the man, which
But can I ask a question?
you hear.
That particular scripture that you refer to did not say the man. It says if
Yes,
any. So it could be the
yes,
man or the woman, whoever
yes,
has the money. Do you understand? You
yeah,
cannot put your own wahala, your family wahala on a man. Then the man dies younger because he is married to you. It is witchcraft.
yes. Like, all I'm trying to say is it's supposed to be a two-way thing. These are perception, like, for some ladies means that being in a relationship with you as a man, you have to cater for all their personal needs. And question, the question should be like, who was responsible for those needs before they met you? And what happened to the source of income that met those needs before they met you? Why do you have to stop just because they met you? So
Mhm.
I don't deny that the female gender is like pleased with their man when he shows like certain gestures like buying stuff for them. Yes, you can do those stuffs for them, but responsibility in marriage to me should not just be for the man alone. If I have a wife and I am doing something, she's also doing something. We should be able to like divide the budget. It should be something that she will bring and I will bring. Let's say if we're talking about budget of 200,000 naira in a month, and she is doing a very good job with a nice salary, then I should be able to bring at least as a man 100,000 naira, and she should be able to also bring. But when it's like the responsibility of a man to like take care of the
Everything.
family that
Everything.
is,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so I was like, when it's the full responsibility of the man to take care of the families. For instance, if the lady have something doing and the man got married to her and stopped her from going out or from doing anything, yes, that is when I would say for the man to stop her, he must have been making enough money to sustain the family. So that is when I will say yes, that the man that should take full responsibility. But whereas you are working and I am working, I will say I don't support that. It should
Okay.
be a two-way thing. You bring, because
Okay.
in Igbo there is a saying that akipa ko akanri akwo akipa, which means when the left hand wash the right hand also wash the hand. Because if you leave the whole thing to him, before you know, that man becomes depressed. Before you know, he tends like to get old on time, and it's not a good thing at all. So that
Wait,
is
Ahuba
what
has
I have
come in.
to.
Hold on. Hold on. Hello, Ahuba. Hello.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, ma.
There's a song on the background where you are. It's making noise. Can you just tone down the song? Are you in a party or in church? Hi, Ahuba.
Oh, yeah, good evening, everybody.
Good evening. I want to ask a question. Yeah.
Please go
If you
ahead.
have a wife, maybe you got married now and you have a wife, yeah,
Uh,
and
Okay,
she's making money. You don't
okay,
know how much she's earning. She's not
okay,
contributing in the family. She's not helping out. As a
okay.
man, how will you feel?
Well, actually, you feel bad, but nevertheless, as a man of the house, all the financial responsibility still lies on this man's head. So you
Wow.
can't. Yes, that's just the truth.
Is that
As
African
long,
culture? Is that African culture? Or
yes, yes.
is it what God said? Or is it where did you
No,
get
no,
that?
no, no.
Where
This,
did,
this,
where did you get
this.
the information from?
Let me say Nigerian mentality. Yes, Nigerian mentality. As long as you are the man of the house, all the financial responsibility lies on your hands.
Hmm.
So you don't expect a woman to be contributing financially unless if truly she really want to help. It's not mandatory though.
Wow. So let
Yes,
me
not
ask you a
mandatory.
question. What is marriage then? If you marry somebody and
O-
let's like we that live in the Western world, yeah, you get married.
Okay.
Sometimes your husband is out of job, you're working. I mean,
Yes.
why would a woman think that the man must be the one is his responsibility? Who made it his responsibility? Two of you have become one. I'm just trying
Well,
to understand because I
le-
get what you're saying. I lived in Nigeria
yes.
and I grew up in
Yes.
Nigeria. Do you understand?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I had married in Nigeria, you know how we want to be tick madam, our husband gives us money, our husband, that is the mentality. But when you
Yes.
come to this part of the world, yeah, those
Yeah.
mentality changes because you are working, he's working. You're working so hard, he's
Yes.
working so hard. You're making your money, he's making his money. Do you understand? So
Yes.
where did we as African get that ideology that a man must be the one to pay the house rent, pay the children's school fees, pay money for the car, buy the food,
Yes.
also give you money, even though you are working? Oh, I used to have a
Yeah.
friend, yeah. This man, she was
Okay.
earning so much money, but she
Okay.
will never spend that money for the house. She will still be
Well,
fighting her husband for money. And I'm saying, where did we get that ideology from? I'm still trying to understand where we got it from.
like you're saying, to me personally, it's not. I don't even know how to put it, but this thing has been existing for so long. It's not something you can correct anymore. And comparing the Western land and the African culture is quite different. Our way of reasoning is quite different. You cannot compare. They are not comparable at all. Because a Nigerian woman is still a Nigeria, no matter what. But our way of reasoning is quite different. So if you are to ask the reasoning, let me just say the way we reason here in Nigeria as a woman, you can't compare it to that of Western land. Because what we believe in Nigeria here is whichever way you make it, just make provide for the family as the head.
Oh,
They don't
wow.
they
Wow,
don't
wow,
care.
wow. I mean,
Yes.
I mean,
But
let me tell you
but
something.
but
I think
I cannot generalize all.
mm,
There are women there who are really willing to help, which they
mm,
are even the head of the family. You
mhm.
understand? But there are some there that they don't care how the money is going to come. All they are waiting for is for you to provide the money by all means, as long as
And they will just sit down and be thick
yes,
madam.
they'll cross leg down. So
So let me ask you a question. This women,
uh,
because I've heard about all these side chicks, side whatever, yeah.
yeah,
If you are not helping a man, the man is doing everything. He buys your pad, he buys everything. Do you understand? When
yeah, I
the
got you.
man, since the man is the head of the house, he's doing everything. When he has side chick, do you have any right to question him?
Definitely, you have the right because it's your husband. You
Wow.
understand? It's
Wait,
your
wait, wait, wait.
husband.
So well, let me ask a question. Are you guys
Okay.
saying that, yeah? Guys, you are comfortable that a woman who is not helping you, who doesn't care, I use the word care because if any woman who is in a marriage and you love your husband, you
Yeah.
should try, even if it's to go and buy salt or go and cook, use your own money. Do you understand? Maybe you're coming back
Yeah.
from work, you use that your money to buy chicken and make in the house. Do you get my point? Or
Yeah, I got you.
I'm not saying, get my point. I'm married. I'm not saying that I don't think a man should provide. I think a man should provide, but I don't think that if I have money, I should not spend in my home.
No.
Sometimes I take my family out and I
Yeah.
spend my money. Sometimes my husband is not around and I'm buying things in the house. Sometimes he
Mhm.
gives me money. Do you understand? If I want to do my hair, I will say, babe, give me money. And he gives me the money. Sometimes I want to do my hair and I feel I love it when I'm spending my own money. To get my
Well,
point?
yeah,
And
I got you.
that is what marriage is. Marriage is not about you. My husband, I work, he works. He doesn't even know how I spend my money. I don't know how he spends his
Yeah.
money because we are
Yeah.
both working. But when it comes to the house, we do things together. We married and we said,
Mhm.
okay, you will do this one, I will do this one, and we agree. End of the
Okay.
month, you understand? We
Yeah,
this
I got you.
money, and it makes the marriage beautiful because you are helping each other. But how will a man feel? You just sit in the house or you are working and you are not contributing, you are not helping. How do you want that man to feel? I don't understand why you guys are not talking
Well,
about it.
well. For me, let me make you to understand this. I think there's a theory that is called the individual differences theory in mass communication. You understand? That is, everybody way of reasoning is quite different. You can't the way Mr. Behaves is quite different from the way Mr. Behaves. So
Mm-hmm.
you can't you now you the way you are saying now, as in reference to what you are saying now,
Mm-hmm.
your own way of doing things in your family is quite different from others.
Well, yeah.
Yes, so that is what the theories imply. That is individual differences theories. The way of doing things is quite different. Everybody have his own. Some are even there that they are damn rich, but they are not contributing to the family. I believe you know
Wow.
that. Yes.
Wow. 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 So, my
I've
question it still
yes.
comes down to my question.
Okay.
How does a man feel knowing that the wife has money, she's not
Okay.
helping out? Do you understand?
Mm,
She's not
okay.
contributing, and then how do you feel as a man? Yeah, you're married to somebody and the person is not even help, even to buy, even if to say, okay, babe, I'll take care of the food or the children's school fees, or
Okay.
once in a while. How do men feel? Because
Well,
women, we always talk about men are doing this, men are doing this,
yes,
men are
yes.
doing this. I want this topic to be on women, what we are doing wrong. So how do men feel?
Well, definitely you will feel bad. Definitely, it's for sure you'll feel bad. But the fact still remains: the man is the head of the family. You
Hmm.
understand? If the woman says he's not doing, you can't force her. And you know the heart of a woman. When the woman says no, her no is no. And when she says yes, her yes is yes. So
Wow.
when the woman says it's not contributing at all, there's no way. Even if you dig her great grandfather to this life, he will never do it. She will
Wow.
never. She will never do it. That's just the
Wow.
truth. You cannot beat the truth. The truth still remain the same.
Wow.
Yes.
The way you are sounding is like Nigerian men, they have given up.
Y-
They feel as if there's
They are
nothing they
used.
can do about it.
We are used to it already. It's something
Wow.
that we are already used to it. We have seen it as something norm. It's becoming a norm in this country. So when you married, you as the head of the family, everything, all the responsibility lies on your hand.
Wow. God, that means marriage, that means the young guy that is afraid to marry, yeah, he's right in thinking that marriage is a
Yeah,
burden, then. Marriage is a burden in Nigeria.
yeah, definitely. I agree with you. Strongly agree.
Wow.
I strongly agree with him. I strongly agree with him.
Wow, 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 wow,
For
wow.
you, for you to go into marriage, you must be very, very, very ready financially,
That's
not only
as a man, you must.
yes, yes, you must be ready financially
Hmm, hmm.
because the woman is coming there to enjoy, not
So,
to,
so,
to con- yeah,
Nigerian. So, what you're saying is that marriage to most Nigerian women is as if like
yeah.
they are
It's a
coming to
bondage.
enjoy.
Yes,
Like you must
you
prepare
are
those
adding. You are
people.
no, no. It's just like a three credit load. You are adding more load to yourself. It's a three credit load. You understand? That
So
is, you
why
are
bother,
adding.
why do guys bother then? If it, because sorry I'm saying this in this part of the world, yeah,
Yeah,
it's totally different. Do you understand? A
yeah,
typical white person will go to a shop or a dinner place with a husband and they're sharing the bill and it's nothing. Do you understand?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand.
A typical
Even,
white person
even,
will earn the money, she will go to the shop and buy her
yeah,
things. Maybe during
even,
birthday or special occasion, the man will do
yeah,
things. You understand? So we don't really depend on the man. We make our own money. He makes their own money. Once in a while, they buy. I know. Look, I'm not saying my husband is a Nigerian. If he's rich, if he's if he's thinkingly rich, of course. But that is not the way we reason. Do you understand? We're not looking at,
yeah,
you know, eating as if you want to, eat the man and dry him up. A man is waking up in the morning, doing everything, working. What if that man loses his job? What if the man dies? Do you get my point? What if that man that you are married to dies? How can you depend on your husband and you are not contributing, you are even some women stay at home. So what if that source of income, that person that is giving you everything, what if you don't see him tomorrow? Then what happens to you? Oh dear.
Well, yeah, yeah. I understand your point. I understand where you are going, but I still uh uh. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you. Hello, we can hear you.
Okay, can you hear me? Hello,
Yes, yes, yes.
hello, hello.
We can hear you. Hello? Hello? Oh my days. Oh dear. I mean, this is, there are some topics that, that people tell me to talk about. And when I talk about it, I kind of like wonder at our society in Africa, okay? Our husbands are not there as, money making machine or people that will milk and they dry up and they die before us. I used to hear that African men die before their time. You don't marry somebody and that person is a money milking machine while you just balance and be eating. Hi. Hello, Ahuba. Sorry, you are cut off.
Yes, yes, yes. So like I was saying, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah,
Hello,
I can hear you.
this network is bad.
Ahuba, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay,
We can
okay,
hear
okay,
you.
okay, okay. So like I was saying, there like some family now. When you go to some family now, let's use this as a starting point. For instance, now maybe their kids need something, maybe financial help. What the woman will say is on to the father, go and meet your father. Your
Hmm.
father is in the right position to do that. You understand? Like for instance, now maybe the child just come to the mother and then just trying to let her know that okay, mommy, I need a phone. The next thing you will hear, okay, go to your dad, talk to your dad. Your dad will get a new phone for you.
Wow,
So,
wow.
so I believe you understand. I believe you understand my point now.
Yeah,
So this thing is
I get what you're saying, yeah. But
so
why I need us to understand that we cannot be fighting for women's rights and then we are also doing the wrong thing. If women want their rights, if they want to be liberated, if they want to have their freedom, they cannot be holding on to a man providing for everything, doing. I don't think it's all women anyway, but I think,
mm,
for this young man to have this, what will I say, phobia or fear about marriage, that
yes, yes,
that means the most young men are thinking about it. That's what I can say. For him to have said
yes.
that and say that his fear is that he's not really, for him, his work is not stable job. He's saying that his
Okay,
work is not stable. Do you understand?
okay,
And he's saying that he's afraid is that what if anything happens to him, will his wife help him? And some
okay.
men are like that. Do you get my point? And to be frank with you, at the
Yes,
end of the day, when you go into marriage, or somebody just said something, I'm going to put it up. Let me show. He said this topic has to do with individual perspective and upbringing. Whereas some women contribute immensely to the house upkeeping and even give money to their husband, while some women will first at home and milk their husband dry. Well done. Thank you very much for send. I think, yeah, I think it has. This person has, rounded it up. I mean, I grew up in a home whereby my mom does things. Even like we go to my mom often than even to my dad. If you want anything, when I was growing up, we go to my mom. Anytime that we want anything, to buy something, anything, we go to my mom. Mom is very industrious. She's an Indian woman, so she had money. So we always go to, even if you go to my dad, he wouldn't even, we go to my mom. So we grew up knowing that women can take care of the home. So, and the point is that you have your respect as a woman. If your husband is not there, you can sort out things in the home. I think the ideology that when you marry, you are marrying to come and milk your husband dry is wrong. You are marrying because you want to build a home with a man that you love, not because you want to come and, sit down and the man is doing everything. And then the man dies before you. That is wickedness. Andrew, Victor, what do you have to say? I mean, what do you have to say about what this person wrote? Hi, Victor. Hello? Hello, Victor. All right, Victor's gone off. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
What do you have to say about what this person wrote? Is he
No,
right?
yeah, she's very very correct. That is why the same point that I make earlier, that individual differences matters a lot in a marriage. You understand?
Mm.
Because people the way of reasoning and the way we do things sometimes is quite different. So you cannot generalize the whole thing. Me that I'm making this point, I'm not trying to generalize or to condemn women that they are not helping their husband. No, I'm not saying that. They are hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Continue. We can hear
Yeah,
you.
there are women out there who are really willing to help their husband. You understand? Even willing to raise them up. Some of the husband that doesn't. I've seen a woman whereby the husband doesn't have work. She has to pay to secure a job for the husband. So there are many women out there that are really helping their husband, but not all. You
Wow. So,
understand?
but
Not
let me
all.
ask a question. In an ideal situation, okay, and
Yes.
Victor is coming in. Victor, hello. Hello, Victor.
Hello.
Yeah, did you see
Yeah.
this person comment? What do you have to say about this? What he said is individual perspective and upbringing. So is this about upbringing? Are mothers not bringing up their children in the right way, telling them that they have to be industrious, they have to help their husband? Is that the problem, that we are not seeing mothers who are helping in the home? Maybe our generation, we grew up with mothers who depend on the husband, and then we are imitating them. Because I didn't grow up that way. My mom took care of the home. But why are people feeling that, they should just marry so that the man will take care of them and they won't do anything? What do you think about? Is it about individual upbringing? What do you have to say?
To me, I don't really think it's about individual upbringing, though. Just like you said, your mom took more responsibilities. Mine also did same. So, what I just think, I think it's about um, a wrong perspective. Like they just feel because the Bible says the man is the head of the family. Then, as
Mm.
the head of the family, he should be able to do everything, foot all bills.
But that's not what the Bible says. The Bible says the head of the family, not the financial head of the family. Do you understand?
That is yes. That is also what I am saying. They just take that head of the family, like they place in financial value, and all the stuffs into the head of the family. Like I was speaking, that is chatting with somebody about this particular topic this afternoon, and was like, what is her thought? Like, what are her thoughts about it? And she was like, anything that have to do with finances, taking care of the family, that it is the man's responsibility. So I'm not saying it's that is, I'm not like trying to side away or like create in laziness in marriage. But
No, no,
when
no.
we
I
look
think,
at it,
sorry, let me tell you something. I think there is a problem with Nigerian men. Nigerian men are allowing the women to make you guys feel that it is your responsibility because, that's African way. Do you understand? In Africa, we grew up, having this ideology that the man is the one that will provide, the man is the one that will do everything. Yeah. But we've forgotten that some of the things that the man were doing, the women want you guys to stop doing it. Do you understand? A man could marry 20 wives, 5 wives, 10 wives. Do you understand? A man could treat you anyhow, beat you up. A man could do certain things, but the society is changing. If we as women were demanding for change in the home, if we as women we want our men to be different, then we should also help them to be different. If a man knows that you will help him out if he doesn't have money, if a man knows that if my wife has money, there'll be food in the house, everything will be okay, why would that man, do you understand, not treat you better? But if you're a woman, you have money, you don't want to touch, you just say it's the man's responsibility. He's the head of the house. No, my own is to, why would that man love you or respect you? I'm trying to understand why you men are making excuses for women who are not doing who are not doing the right thing. Let's call a spade a spade. Why are African men giving excuses for lazy women who are not helping in the home? Why are we doing that?
We are not really giving excuses about that. It's something that have been on for a very, very long time, and like people are like they've gotten used to it already in Africa. Not that we have, you know, people just feel like if I don't do this, if I don't provide for my family, if I don't take responsibility, even when my wife does nothing, that people are going to look at me as a lazy man, or like feel that is I don't have, that is I cannot man up. But forgetting the fact that in marriage you don't talk about yourself only. You that is you whatever you do have to do with we. Like you can't just say that.
Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, I hope. I think maybe his ex. Oh my God, his data must have gone off because he's gone off. Oh dear. This topic, I'm going to say something about this topic here. I'm not, get the point. I'm not saying that I'm the best wife or I'm the best woman or anything. All I'm trying to make any lady out there to understand is that your husband needs to be helped sometimes. When you have money, take care of home, okay? If you don't have the money, of course he needs to help, but you don't marry to put the responsibility, everything on your head, on your husband's head. That is not, you are a help met for him. You are there to help him. You're supposed to be a succor, okay? If he doesn't have, help him. Don't even let people know. You see, I see women, they quarrel, they shout, because the husband, why are you opening your husband's broadcast for the public to know? He doesn't have money and you are telling everybody and you are fighting over money. At my home, we don't fight over money. I'm going to tell you, we have never said, okay, I'm going to fight money. No, things, we fight over things, but not because of money. Because when I look at money, money is a spirit. Money is a spirit. And that's one thing my husband will say. I don't, whether we are eating gari or we are eating apple or we are eating, salad, nobody knows in my home. Because if he has, he will bring out. If he doesn't have, I will bring out. We don't have the same accounts, the same accounts, but one thing we promised ourselves when we got married is that we will help each other. And we don't want people outside to know how we are living inside. Why do you want to disgrace your husband? Why do you want to, let the whole world know he doesn't have money? Why will you not help if that is your home? Why will you not help the person that God has given you? I'm still trying to understand where that ideology comes from, because it's not scriptural. When I read about the virtuous woman, when I read about what she does and what she did, I come to understand that a virtuous woman is an entrepreneur. She's someone who can mend her home, who actually can work and feed her home. So the ideology that when I marry, I balance and I, cross my leg, a man now takes care of everything, is from the pit of hell. And this particular top, behavior, it has cost a lot of people home. Let me ask you a question. If a man provides everything for you, food, clothes, school fees, house rent, pad, what else? Panto, brow, do you have a say? Do you have a say? You don't have a say in the marriage. He can choke you out anytime. He can go outside and get, side cheek and, road cheek, and you don't have a say because he is the one in charge of the home. But let me ask you a question. If a man knows that he can, if he doesn't have money and there is a house rent to be paid, my wife can take care of it. If he's on a business trip and he knows that home is running as it is, wherever he goes, he knows that if the worst come, my wife will take care of it. What do you think? How will he choose a side chick over you? Will he not value you more? I'm going to remove my glass for this, because I'm about to end. Since I don't have any more panelists on, and I'm going to say this. For anybody out there who wants to get married, before you even start saying, I will marry, or will you marry me? Talk to the woman. Understand her ideology about marriage, please. Understand what she thinks about marriage. If her mind, marriage is a way of running away from her family house of poverty, of lack, to go and carry her wahala and her poverty into your head, run away from that person. That person is looking for a money bag. She's not looking for marriage. She's looking for someone that she'll put her frustration on. Marry a woman who sees future, who knows, who is thinking about ideology, who has vision, who is ambitious. And let me tell you, a lazy woman will bring you down. She will bring the home down. A woman who is ambitious, who knows where she's going to, who has business idea, will lift you up and lift your home up. You can trust your dreams with her because you know that she herself, she also has a dream. You can trust your children with her. If anything happens to you, you know she will survive. That is the legacy that you want. That is the kind of woman that you want. And if you're married, you're a young man out there, you want to marry, look for such women. Don't look for all these women that are looking for, they'll come and ask you, do you have a car? Do you have, she's not, the person is not looking for marriage. She's looking for a money bag that she'll put all her wahala, her family problem and her own problem onto. You bring something to the table. The lady brings something to the table. You make a home. You create your home. You don't put burden onto a man. Rather, you become a helpmate for her or him. Because whether you like it or not, that money that you came for, if you are looking for money, you want to be tick madam, you are, that money that you are looking for can actually be taken either through debt or through loss of job or through misfortune. So when you want to marry, now I'm giving advice to the young man that sent me the message. When you want to marry, ask yourself a question. Is this woman offering anything to the table? What is her ideology? What does she think about money? How does she look at money? Does she feel that marriage, the man is the man's responsibility to do everything? Or can she actually run my home even if I'm not there? That is the kind of woman that you should look for. Now, this is my sincere advice to anybody out there. And just to say that marriage is a beautiful thing, but it's something that you must go into with prayer and also by planning. And please don't go into marriage without talking to your partner about how you want to build your home. Sit down and talk about money, finances, how many children you will have, your holiday, how you want your home to be, where you want. Everything needs to be discussed. Who is paying for what? Is she going to contribute? You need to talk about these things. These things needs to be laid down on the table. Because if you don't, like Best said, these things can bring issues in marriages. It does bring issues. When a man expects you to be helping out, you're not helping out, you're just staying at home, you're just eating his money. The in-laws will come in, they'll start calling you names, they start telling you how you're eating their son's money. They'll, sister-in-law will come, mother-in-law, all these things brings insult. But when they know that you are industrious, you're making your own money, you are contributing, you're even dashing them money, you are helping them, my dear, it brings respect. Everybody will be in their own house. I'm telling you. So this is my take on this topic. I hope you guys were able to learn one or two things. And if you're a woman out there and you have this mentality of, I want to be a tick madam, stay at home, just cross my leg. You'll be a tick madam, but you also have the tick madam wahala. Because tick madams, they have their own wahala. The man will insult you. He will go around sleeping around, and you cannot say anything. You cannot do anything because you can't even leave the house. Because you know the comfort of that money that you've been eating. You want it. You can't go. You're not working. You can't do anything for yourself. So rather, you will stay back and get all the insults. Get all the insult in that marriage because you do not have anything to contribute. Better yourself first. Have something doing before you go into marriage. Marriage is not life insurance. You can make your own life insurance. That's my take on this topic. Until we come back to you again on Friday next week with something else to discuss, please help us subscribe to our YouTube channel. Oh, somebody just sent something else. Help us subscribe to our YouTube channel and also join our Facebook group where we talk about issues every day. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Share if you know anybody that's passing through marital woes or any woman out there whose ideology about marriage is that, my husband will give me everything, or my husband is this. So that person, that person that creates the warrior, because the person will actually enter marriage and go and face what tick madams face. But when you're an entrepreneur, when you have a business, when you are actually earning your own money and you're contributing, your husband values you. He values your idea. He will ask you before he makes any decision because he knows that you are sound and that you can offer something. But if you don't offer anything, now mistress ain't go to ask. Now side checking go to ask because what are you, tick madam? Stay at home. He's going to give you the money and they insult you on top of him. Sometimes you ask him for the pad. He won't even give you the pad money. He will leave you and go and tell you, I'll come back later. That's the insult tick madams get. All right, guys. Take care. God bless you. Bye-bye.